Cough up a lung where I'm from. Marcy, son, ain't nothing nice. Cough up a lung where I'm from. Marcy, son, ain't nothing nice. In many places, but I'm Brooklyn's own. Cough up a lung where I'm from. Marcy, son, ain't nothing nice. In many places.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the...
Oh, say does that star-spangled...
It's time for some hoops at Pepsi Center, home of the Nuggets, and we're going to bring it to you live on 2K Sports. And a one-game homestand for Denver as the Nuggets will try to recharge their batteries on their home court. Sitting at third in the West, there's no question this is a top-notch team.
And you know, for the Nuggets, they must have reached every goal they set for themselves this season. For them to be this high in the standings this late in the season, what an accomplishment.
And I know it took a long time for people around the league to trust their success, but I don't think there's anybody left out there who doesn't think they're for real at this point.
And the starting group for the Spurs, the always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot.
Nice make for him as they get the scoring started.
Yeah, he gets it going, and who knows now, you know, it might be a really big night in store for him.
And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Moutier, and the Nuggets pushing it up now. Batum, good.
And he decides to go old school with the finger roll.
Here are the Spurs with the ball. 4-point game. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Yeah, just the way you want it when you're the road team. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into it.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
From 13, great D that time from Batum. Nuggets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Moutier kicks to Gallinari. Sinks the three-pointer. Gallinari's got his first 3 points of the game.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Parker outside. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker. Pass to Green. Leonard with a screen on Batum. Offensive rebound. And Aldridge slams it in.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, thanks. I caught up with the Nuggets head coach. He talked about the respect he has for the game of LaMarcus Aldridge and how tough it will be for them to slow him down, saying Aldridge is tough because he can score facing up or with his back to the basket. And with his length, it's tough to bother his shot. We'll look to deny him the ball when we can and just try to make it as hard as possible every touch. Kevin, we'll see how successful they are.
And as always, Doris, thank you. And here are the Nuggets now, following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Moutier kicks to Fareed. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Here's Dedmon, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Leonard sets a screen for Parker. Leonard attacking from deep three-point range. Parker's shot is off.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Moutier passes to Gallinari. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4. And here is Parker. A 17-point game for him in the win against Cleveland. Aldridge a screen. Parker dishes to Aldridge. Nobody near Leonard. Cans it from downtown. Leonard's got 6 points.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Moutier. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Magic in Orlando.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
Here's Dedmon. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. 6 to shoot. Parker with it. Now guarded by Fareed. Not enough on that one as it misses.
The fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Fareed setting the pick for Gallinari. Here's Vucevic, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Denver.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Will Barton comes in for Fareed, and Money subbed in for Moutier. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Make some noise, Denver. Your Nuggets dancers.
So it's San Antonio now. They trail by 3. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
And across the board in that game, guys, they shot the lights out.
Rarely do you see a team shoot like that from everybody. I mean, they were getting scoring from every position all over the court.
Here's Murray after Pau Gasol's bucket. Murray, no good.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Here's Leonard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Leonard's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
Batum attacking. And another miss by Denver. San Antonio's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
And the shot is good.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Mills with it. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Gasol kicks to Leonard. Passes it to Aldridge. Denver grabs the miss. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Indeed, this was a tough loss. They faced a serious comeback intensity that just overwhelmed them in that last quarter. Unfortunately, they couldn't stay in the game enough to force an extra session.
I mean, boy, they were close, really, right up until the finish line. But I thought they were going to get over the hump, but it was not meant to be.
And here's Leonard. Following the three-pointer by Nicholas Batum. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Nuggets call timeout.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets.
Yeah, I think you just see some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Lee's checked in for the Spurs. Anderson comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And San Antonio has possession after Gary Harris made that last three-pointer. There's the pick. Off the screen. And another basket for San Antonio.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Murray, the pass to Gallinari. Off target from three-point range. San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Simmons. Gallinari with the rebound. Denver's gone 4 of 6 from long range here early on. And it's Harris off the drive. Martin passes to Jokic. Gallinari wide open. And it's Gallinari again missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Anderson dishes to Mills. Gasol against Gallinari. Gasol kicks to Simmons. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They've also gotten into a nice rhythm from the three-point line early on tonight.
Stolen by Anderson. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, loading to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Denver with the ball, following the bucket by the Spurs. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. .105 left here in the first quarter. Murray, no good.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Screen by Lee. Mills passes to Lee. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there. Can't hit. And it's Denver the other way. Here's Murray. Rejected by Gasol. And out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. There's a screen. Here's Barton. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Yeah, I agree. Not a lot of activity chasing down their misses. Some teams focus on getting back. I understand that. But you should send at least one guy after those.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
Spurs leading by 7. Now here's Mills. His last outing, he had 8 points. He dishes it to Gasol. With 1 on the clock, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. A free-flowing first quarter. And a chance to hear from Tony Parker, who said he lives for the challenge of continuing to improve.
I always try to improve and get better, and Pop always challenged me
he came to me and he said, you know, good players, they can have a great season.
And in Tony Parker's case, great is what he wanted to be and has been for a long time.
You know, that's great because that shows pops and why he's one of the best in the game. You got to be able to drive and motivate and also give the confidence. And that's what's happened with Tony Parker. Remember when he first came on the scene, it was not a cakewalk for him. He had his struggles, and now we're talking about a guy who's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp, not much stagnation at all on offense.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for San Antonio, Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Aldridge out there with Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Leonard in at the small forward position. Parker dishes to Green. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Lets it go from 14. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Here's Vucevic. To the inside. Fareed. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Fareed, no good on the free throw. Spurs leading by 7. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Tries a 3. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Parker. And that's 11 points for Aldridge.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Moutier with the ball. He's against Parker. Moutier with the basket. San Antonio's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. The drive by Green. Second chance shot, and it's laid up and in by Aldridge. Aldridge has got the lead up to 10 now for San Antonio. Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Will Barton, he's checked in for Denver. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow, just like he got there.
Parker kicks to Leonard, shoots the 3. No good. And Denver the other way now. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. Sets in motion a 4-game road trip for him.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Parker with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. Lets it go from 11. Aldridge's shot is good. Aldridge has got 15.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
And Parker comes with the help. Oh, trying for it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Fareed. And here on our 2K leaderboard, you see a breakdown of the best free throw shooting centers and power forwards over the past month. Third is LaMarcus Aldridge.
And a lot of these big men take the confidence they have in the paint straight to the free throw line with them. I mean, that makes them very hard to handle.
It really does. I mean, defenders have to be a little more cautious than they would be ordinarily. Hack one of these fellas, and they'll cash in.
Now here's Leonard. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game.
The Nuggets trail by 8. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Moutier from outside off the mark.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, but one more advantage in the stat column, and that's what's translated to this lead.
Here's Moutier following the score by Tony Parker. Here's Vucevic. That's tipped, and he gets it back. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Vucevic has got 6. Spurs leading by 8. Parker outside. Aldridge a screen. Parker passes to Aldridge. No good off the pick.
I like that creativity, double clutching to catch the defender on the way down. I can go for that.
And that one's good. Barton.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done. How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys, and he made it look easy that time.
You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they've got to figure out how to contain it.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Gallinari's checked in. It's rebounded by Leonard.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
It's tipped, and they're able to recover. From three-point land. Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
Here's Parker. Denver able to drain the 3. To the left wing. Dedmon dishes to Green. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And Batum picks to Moutier. There's the pick. The jump hook. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Vucevic. The Spurs have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Now Parker. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Looking for Aldridge, he gets it there. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. 17 points for Aldridge.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And Batum kicks to Vucevic, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
Parker outside. The dish now to Aldridge. Back to Parker. Outside Leonard. Green, the screen. Leonard kicks to Aldridge. 5 on the clock. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Well, how about LaMarcus Aldridge in this one? He's got 17 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond. And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Murray kicks to Gallinari. Tips it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Now here is Aldridge. He had 28 points in the win against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And also, he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game.
And so here's Denver, following the 3 moments ago from LaMarcus Aldridge. And the pass to Jokic. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Really, they've backed off of working it inside. I mean, they haven't gotten it inside as much as they did earlier in the game, and I think they've got to get back to that.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Lamb's checked in. Lee's checked in for San Antonio. Now here's Mills. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And a wide open look for Lee. Takes a big height bounce and goes in.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Here's Murray, covered by Mills. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Now here's Lamb, defended by Anderson. Here's Gallinari. Rebound San Antonio. Lee's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Anderson, and he banks in the layup. And now it's an 8-point Spurs lead.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Rejected by Gasol. And Simmons kicks to Mills. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Harris passes to Murray. They set the pick. Uncovered. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
And again, Denver no good.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
The Spurs shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. The Nuggets trail by 11. To end the run, and the jumper falls for him. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And here's Mills, picked by Lee. He makes that one drop, only a second in 5 tries.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
There's 18 seconds left in the first half of basketball. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Jokic.
And this should be the last possession of the quarter.
Exactly. I'm right with you there, Greg. I mean, no need to give the ball back before the end of the quarter. Make sure you get the last shot here.
Mills dishes to Gasol. Off target at the rim.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean,
and so that's the end of the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. We saw LaMarcus Aldridge lighting it up in the first half. He ended up with 22 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played? Kenny, what was your... And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. We're seeing a tremendous game from LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, the rebounding, particularly on the offensive side, as good as it gets. He was bringing the effort down low.
And I tell you what, that allowed him to get his team several multiple shot opportunities. His work on the offensive glass has been invaluable.
Gallinari sits outside at 3 with Farid at the 4. Batum is out there with Moutier, and it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And Parker comes with the help. Farid a screen on Green. Batum attacking. Clock at 4. A nice shot by Gallinari. Here is Parker. Lets it go from the wing, and he gets the bucket. Parker's got the lead up to 11 now for the Spurs.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Got a hand on it, but he gets it back. Farid, no good.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Parker with another miss.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Farid setting the pick for Gallinari. Puts up a 3. They get the rebound, and it's blocked. Here's Vucevic. San Antonio leading by 11. Outside, Green. Aldridge kicks to Parker. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. And that's now 8 points for Parker.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
They're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Martin's checked in for Gallinari. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Barton. He's covered by Leonard, and that one's good. Barton's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, there's not a whole lot you can do about that move. That's just good offense. They were all over him, and he still managed to drain.
Pass to Aldridge. And Farid sends it back. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the 3rd. Batum for 3. Here's Vucevic. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger Clark right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. San Antonio on defense. And Batum kicks to Moutier. Poke loose. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Outside, Batum. Denial. And they're able to recover. Here's Vucevic. Tries to save it. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Here's Farid. He has 6. Here's Moutier. Here's Vucevic. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Vucevic has got 4 points now in the quarter. San Antonio leading by 9. Parker with it. 8 points for him. Dishes it to Aldridge. Back to Parker. The 10-footer. And the officials call a traveling violation. Let's look at the 2K leaderboard to find out the teams that have led the league in steals the season's second half. Number 1, the Spurs.
You know, the defense has been frenetic, and it seems like they're gaining momentum as the season wears on. I mean, they're forcing a lot of turnovers.
And he gets it to go. Parker's got 10.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
The Nuggets trail by 11. There's a screen. Vucevic a screen on Parker. Moutier kicks to Barton. No luck. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Outside Leonard. He feeds it to Aldridge. Parker passes to Leonard. Aldridge a screen. Leonard attacking. They kick it out to Green. Kept alive. Here's Aldridge. And the bucket counts. He's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Now here's Moutier. Defense is right there. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact. How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Well, got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
How about the glide in and then also to reverse it? Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for San Antonio.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
To the middle, and again, San Antonio. Running the court in transition.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Here's Barton, guarded by Green. Screened by Fareed, Moutier. And again, Denver no good.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And the lead's not getting any smaller. Just an incredibly well-rounded performance here on the road.
And how good a feeling is that for this team to dominate the way they did in front of us? Hostile crowd. That is a satisfying feeling for the victors.
Leonard with the ball, and Batum picks him up defensively. Aldridge down low. Fareed's there. Aldridge, good.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely, I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense, I mean, it's all been terrific.
Moutier with the basket.
Well, that's simply a great move there, Kevin. He dusted off the defense and got to the cup for the easy basket.
Aldridge a screen. Parker dishes to Aldridge. The shot will not go. Great D that time from Vucevic. The Nuggets trail by 19. Here's Moutier. He's got 8. from 11 feet away. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now. San Antonio's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. To the middle, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fareed.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Leonard. His last 10 games have been exceptional. 5th in scoring, 6th in shooting percentage, and he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
And as you said, one of the NBA's most potent scorers, always up to the challenge.
Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Moutier kicks to Barton. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Here's Lamb, and Gasol sends it back.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams. Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
1:58 left in the 3rd quarter. Now here's Mills. Out left to the wing. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. 1:41 left in the 3rd. Here's Murray, covered by Mills. Inside, Jokic, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Feeds it to Lee. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Lee's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Here's Murray, covered by Mills. Pulls it from the elbow. Again, the Nuggets score.
And the D just a step slow, reacting to the step back.
San Antonio leading by 18. 52 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Gasol a screen. Fires the 3. Mills can't hit. Denver shooting a troubling 38% in the 3rd. Not the finest work of this offense. Kicks to Lamb for the 3. That's good. Lamb's got himself going with the triple, his 1st basket of the game.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
There's a good screen. Mills can't hit.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3-ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Spurs foul call. Simmons. That's his 1st personal foul.
17 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good on the triple. Here's Simmons to the right side. 1 second left. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
Terrific shot there. I mean, he was calm, he was poised, didn't rush it at all. You got to tip your hat to him. That was well done.
And we're rolling here again with the 4th quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Spurs leading by 17. On the floor for San Antonio starting the 4th quarter. They've got Pau Gasol. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Anderson. Then it's Mills, and it's Simmons in at the 2 spot. The shot's good from Gasol.
He hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but he's worked within the team concept to help them get the lead. He's done some other things other than scoring to help his team get the lead here.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Check out the game for money. He's got 8 points and 5 assists. Don't underestimate how important he's been.
And this is what we see when we talk about potential. He's tapped into it today, guys.
Fareed's checked in for Denver. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Yeah. It's not possible what we just... Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
Murray, the pass to Gallinari. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Spurs leading by 17. There's the feed to Gasol from outside the arc. Gasol with another miss. The Nuggets shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Martin dishes to Gallinari on the mark with the 15-footer.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. And Mills gets to Gasol. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Fellas, that 2-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Murray kicks to Fareed, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Vucevic checked in for Denver. Moutier comes in for money. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Dedmon's checked in. Pass to Aldridge. And he dumps it down.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
And the foul on Will Barton. That is his first foul of the game. The Nuggets making a switch here. Batum's checked in. It's stolen by Vucevic. Here's Fareed. The big dunk at the end of the...
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Green is checked in for San Antonio. Parker comes in for Patty Mills.
Tony Parker.
For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Moutier with the ball. He's against Parker. Offensive rebound. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. And that's 18 points for Vucevic. Spurs leading by 17. Parker passes to Aldridge. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. Here's Parker, and it's San Antonio with another.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
To the paint, here's Moutier, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Parker kicks to Dedmon, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
The Nuggets trail by 19. Fareed, left side. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Here's Barton. Here's Vucevic. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Now Parker. Aldridge's screen. They set the pick. Parker outside. And Aldridge slams it in.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Moutier kicks to Batum. Here's Vucevic. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. Dedmon's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. It's tipped. Leonard attacking, and he gets it to go. Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
Screen by Fareed. Here's Vucevic. Another miss by Vucevic.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Vucevic setting the pick for Moutier. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession. Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Barton. Spurs leading by 21. Here's Murray. Here's Bertanis. Misses off the right iron.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
To the inside, here's Simmons. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
A leaner. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. David Lee's checked in for San Antonio. Screen by Lee. Murray dishes to Lee. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Down low. Deflects the pass. Lee with the steal. Jacks up a 3, and he gets it to go.
And they're going to have a hard time climbing back into this game if they continue to defend like that.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Here's Fareed, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Vucevic. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Gallinari. Gary Harris, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Money subbed in for Moutier. Here's Lee, and another basket for San Antonio.
The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been harmonic since the break. In sync. Good team basketball, resulting in high-quality shots.
And stolen by Murray. And here's the break. Ball going up court. The Spurs working the ball around now. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, how about David Lee in this one? He's got 11 points and also a block shot. You talk about being on. He's been it. Not even one missed shot so far.
This is superhuman stuff we're seeing today, guys.
Robinson's checked in for Kenneth Faried. Here's Murray. He's covered by Murray. Chandler is screen. Passes it to Lamb. Fires from deep. That's good.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Now Murray. There's the pick. He kicks it to Forbes. Thomas Robinson with the rebound. Denver's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Murray, no good.
High-quality shot. Just a little off there with the release.
And, Greg, that has him S-H-H-E, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Clark.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for San Antonio.
Clark, their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
Yeah, Kevin, they had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots.
And reaching an impressive milestone on the year, this will be win number 60. And guys, they have played so well this season. I think pretty much any given night, they've come in with that swagger and attitude, and they've really backed it up.
They were really smart in the use of that game plan tonight. Used it in their first 2 games against this team, which equaled to 2 wins.
Greg, if it ain't broke, why fix it? I mean, why change anything? Knowing how well they played in those 2 games, they probably couldn't wait for this one to wrap up the sweep of the season series.
And you have to look back at this. And see the huge game it was for Kawhi Leonard. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Lee no good on the free throw. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Guys, untidy. You've got to value the possession of the basketball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Harris lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Here's Murray. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, exactly. They got to be happy with the outcome here.
Elated, you're right. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Tony, congratulations on the victory tonight. You made a lot of things happen out here on the court to get everyone involved.
It's the whole team. It's not just
the 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Kawhi Leonard. They used to say number 2 tries harder, and nobody tried harder or succeeded more in this game than the league's number. And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny